Welcome to Dani Plan, a simple, centralized hub to consolidate all information about caring for your loved one with special needs. Now that you are a part of the Dani Plan community, we'll walk you through the steps to setting up your profile. You're already well on your way to achieving peace of mind in knowing that everything needed to care for your loved one can be found in one place. At the very top, you have the option to create an intro statement about your loved one to convey the essence of who they are. Simply click on the blue link to complete your intro statement. Enter your loved one's name, and then utilize the drop-downs to describe your loved one's qualities and characteristics. Click Save, and your loved one's intro statement will appear at the top. You can edit the intro statement anytime by accessing Account in the left sidebar menu. Then click Introduction Statement. Let's take a look at some of the categories you'll complete to keep every detail about your loved one organized and easily accessible. These categories can be accessed by clicking on the tiles on the main dashboard or through the left sidebar menu. The side menu also provides easy access to all documents and photos, as well as printing and sharing capabilities. Let's get started with the About Me category. This section is broken down into 4 subcategories: most important things to know about me, my likes, my dislikes, and strengths. To get started, click the green button on the right that says Add Entry. In each subcategory, a prompt can be found at the top to help guide your entries. For example, in this section, list the 5 to 10 most important things to know about Justin if you weren't around. This could include Justin is nonverbal, or Justin takes several medications twice daily to manage his behaviors. Details on their medications can be added later in the Medical and Therapy category. Each subcategory also offers customization options to fit your preferred format. You can select between a bullet point list, a numbered list, which would work well for sequential information like routines, or a free-form narrative. From there, you can add additional information, as well as upload images or documents pertaining to that section. Be sure to hit Save after adding or editing any information. Continuing on through each of the subcategories, under My Likes, you can add detail on what your loved one likes to do. In this section, it's helpful to ask yourself, what are the things in life that bring my loved one the most joy? For example, art activities, walks in nature, or a family pet. Conversely, in the Dislikes subcategory, you're answering the question, what are the things that will bring my loved one the most distress? This entry might include loud noises or itchy fabrics. Lastly, you can add your loved one's greatest strengths to indicate the places your loved one truly excels, such as painting, athleticism, or puzzles. Note that in every category, you have the option to add your own subcategory. You know your loved one best, so if there are nuances to their care that don't fit into the existing category, simply click on the blue button that says Add New Subcategory. Type in your preferred title for this category. In this example, we'll say Goals. Next, indicate if you would like this subcategory to include notifications. We'll talk more about notifications in just a couple minutes. Select Save and begin adding entries to your new subcategory. Moving back to our dashboard, next we'll explore Key People. In this section, there are 4 subcategories: family, caregivers, pets, and friends. In the family subcategory, we can see a list of all family members that are important to Justin, including their relationship, if they are an emergency contact, their contact information, and a photo. The process to add a contact is the same for each of the other subcategories. And don't forget, you can always add a new subcategory. Your loved one's medical and therapy information is no doubt extensive and yet needs to be easily accessible for their safety. Dani Plan takes the thinking out of it by organizing this information into 7 subcategories. A quick tip: before diving into this section, it can be helpful to gather your loved one's prescription and medication bottles so that all details are right in front of you. Here we can see the name of the medication, dosage, and prescription details. You can even upload a photo of the medication label and bottle. When adding or editing a medication, you also have the option to set notifications as a reminder of when your loved one should take them. If it is a medication your loved one takes daily, you can check the Select All box to receive a notification every day. Otherwise, you can check the days of the week that apply for that medication. For each day of the week, you can provide as many email addresses or phone numbers as you'd like to receive email and text notifications. You can also set the time of day when you'd like the notification to be sent. Lastly, you can set multiple timestamps to receive notifications for medications that need to be taken more than once a day. Tip: notifications can be great to remind caregivers of when medication is needed, but they can also be used to set up notifications for other schedule reminders, such as recurring therapy appointments or when to pick up your loved one from school. Furthermore, this can be a wonderful opportunity for your loved one to be involved in their own care plan. If your loved one uses their own device, you can set reminders for daily tasks, such as brushing their teeth or when to leave for work. Ultimately, every category on the dashboard is meant to empower your loved one along with their caregivers. Imagine a new caregiver experiencing a tantrum for the first time. They can click on the Behaviors category to view a detailed description of what may have triggered it and how to soothe your loved one. Or perhaps a caregiver is out with your loved one and they need to stop for lunch. With Dani Plan's mobile-friendly format, they can pop into Food and Diet to find your loved one's favorite restaurants and what they like to order. Providing documentation to doctors or teachers doesn't have to be a hassle. From the left sidebar menu, you can access all documents and photos from every category in one place. From here, you can view the document or email it to multiple recipients. Printing your loved one's Dani Plan is made easy with options to print the complete plan or keep your loved one's confidential information secure by creating print profiles. For caregivers who are temporary, you may not want or need to give them full access to your loved one's Dani Plan. Creating a print profile allows you to identify only the pertinent information you'd like to share. Simply check the categories you'd like to include. You can even specify which subcategories should be included. Click Save, and now this print profile is available to email as a PDF or print a hard copy whenever needed. You can share digital access to your loved one's Dani Plan by selecting Share this Dani Plan from the left sidebar menu. Add new users by selecting the green Share Plan button at the top. Enter the contact information for the new user and indicate if you would like this user to have login access and if they should be able to view only or have add, edit, delete capabilities. Similar to a print profile, you can indicate which categories and subcategories this user can access. Once a new user has been saved, you can email them a PDF copy of their customized view or send them an invite to log in. It may feel daunting to capture every nuance of how to properly care for your loved one. It's a good idea to pace yourself. We recommend completing 3 categories at a time. Remember, you know your loved one more than anyone, and the time spent completing your Dani Plan will ensure that your loved one can be cared for the way you would care for them.